on today? She'd be like, like, in your face, yelling. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I've got two classes of 5 to 7-year-olds. My second class is all boys, and so my first class got full, so I started the second class. The second class got filled up with all boys. It was rough. And every day I was like, ooh, because the brand new students don't know how to like fall in line. They're 5. Some of them not even in kindergarten yet. They missed the cutoff, so they're not used to that. So my other class was the good one, and they were the bad ones. Well, now it's swapped. And my class of boys were like super, like, because we figured out how to be. And now my other class,
we don't really know what happened to them. They came in one day and they were little fast.
I had a 3-year-old the other day being, boo, boo, and I was like,
and then he was like, whoa.
Yeah, like literally, you are an animal and you're not speaking English.
Yeah. When they start talking in tongues, I get a little nervous.
Yeah. Like I was just like, okay, all right.
Well, English isn't his first language.
I don't feel like he was speaking Spanish either. He wasn't speaking English or Spanish.
Cool.
Are we needing to wait on anyone? Do you want to check?
Not really.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Guys, come to attention.
Sure.
Impact. All right. Proud to be here. I'm excited to witness just sheer awesomeness. So, have fun. That's the number one thing. Bottom line, anytime you step out here, you ought to have fun and put it all out there. I would rather you fail boldly than squeak by timidly. So get out there, give it all you got, and I'm excited to be here to watch you guys perform. All right.
Get this underway. All right, guys. We're just going to start off with shadow boxing. Okay, we're going to build on it. So let's just start off. I want you guys moving. We're going to add in jabs very short. Okay, let's start moving. This movement, slips and weaves. Change. Start making jabs. Start making those jabs.
Eyes up, focus on an opponent.
Start cycling in your boxing combo. Start cycling in your boxing combo. and your elbows and knees.
Sure.
Start cycling your kickboxing combos, the boxing combos that blend it all together.
Sure.
Some good freestyle.
Quick call. I'm not always good at. I get to watching and I forget to write stuff down. One of the things I'd like to see all of y'all do is develop. Show me your defense in your shadow squad. So I want to know. Oh, everyone's on offense now. Oh, everyone's on defense now. So bobbing, weaving, slipping, and giving me that defensive movement, shielding, and then countering off of the shield, leg check, countering off the leg check. It's real good ways to show me, oh, this is a defensive combination. And then offense, if you're starting with the jab, I'm assuming you're on offense. If you're starting with the lead leg technique, I'm assuming you're on offense. So you can kind of show me offense and defense by the way you're shadow sparring, and you should be toggling that back and forth, right? Especially the way Brian's calling out what he's wanting you to do, because that was a nice building block process, and you need to do that. The other thing is sell me your sparring with your attitude. And what's that mean? Eyes up. I even commented to Brian, go, man, y'all have really clean mats. It's nice in here. Nothing's going to jump up off those mats and get you. So when you're looking down and you're punching up, to me, it looks like you're unsure, you're nervous, you're not selling, and then, man, when I'm here and I'm looking, I want to sell my shadow boxing because I'm focusing where I'm going. Okay?
Sure. All right, guys. Going to start off on our boxing now. What we're going to do with Cora and Edwin is pick who's going to go first, right? And we'll have somebody kind of repeat. Like, we'll switch you guys over. What we're going to do versus rounds, Mr. G and I are going to just tell you when we want you to move on. Okay? I have your sheets here. If you forget one of your combos, you can ask the table. Just say, hey, second combo. But I'm going to ask you to do your combos in order. Okay? So everybody get ready for your boxing. Think who's going to go first here.
So you want mitts. No, it's-
Sure.
tell us. So they can see first and like. Yeah, I'll send you. I can wait.
All right. Laura, Heather, and Josh, first boxing combo. Just get started on your first combo. You'll have a second where they're doing their last combo where you're just resting. Okay. Everybody start on just your first combo. Just your first combo.
Children can.
Want to get a second combo?
Circle, right?
Your third combo?
Sure.
clear red. You two, Cora and Josh. Move to fourth. Okay. Fifth and final boxing combo for Josh and
Here, understand about it. good with Brett. Take a breath. Here's what we'll do to kind of keep you guys synced up. You guys take just a minute to breathe. I'm going to get Heather started on her combo. You've got a couple more combos in there, so just kind of recover for a second. You need to grab one. We'll get Heather started on her combo. Cool down. 60 seconds. I'll bring you guys in a couple. That way you'll finish it. Sure.
Same for me. Same for you. Yeah. too, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, actually, so let's do that. We'll do your kickboxing and then we'll boxing real quick. And then we'll come back in. Okay, Edwin, first combo. Begin. Edwin, first kickboxing combo. Okay, good. Second combo for both of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Number 3, sir.
yes.
Sorry, one
All right, very good. Okay. So, for Josh, moving to your first kickboxing combo. And Heather, you're going to be moving to your first set of your 5 combos, right? Good with your second combo?
Sure.
Mr. Combo?
Yes, sir.
Fourth combo?
Double jumper toe kick. You throw your attack here, touch it. Yeah.
Last combo? Sir. Okay, Heather, you chill for a minute. All you have left is sparring with Brett. You're in supplement. You are going to show one supplement. Okay, Evelyn, let's bring you out for boxing real quick. Or I'm sorry.
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing. All right, number one. Second comment. Time.
Okay?
Yeah.
Going around. Sorry. Can I get a drink of water, folks?
Yes. Go ahead. Here, Heather, go ahead and show yourself. Yes.
I want.
Let's say I have a different one. Did you get the donuts because it's cute? I think it was like.
All right. We're at Josh. Get back out here. Just kind of cycling through, showing your boxing and your kickboxing combos. We've got some knee elbow stuff. And all right. Cool.
With this?
No. That's the kind of progression where we're headed. Okay. Cycle your boxing, kickboxing. Go ahead. Combo one.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Are we go in a row or do we do the
Let's
first?
do your first one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Fifth combo.
Alright, jump across, stepping across, and then stepping across.
Yeah, for the end.
Sixth combo. Time. Evelyn.
I just sold a shirt.
Second.
Yeah, both classes, fine. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it, okay. No, that's the. I know what you're saying. Does Jeff Hospital versus public hospital?
Six. All right. Everyone, you go ahead and stay out here. I want you to knock out these last couple combos so that's your question. Okay. The elbow combo. The elbow combo.
I know it.
Instead of throwing the back fist, show me a back spin elbow.
Yes, sir.
And don't move quite so much. It's right there. That one looked nice right there. Did you feel, I mean, doesn't that feel natural?
Yeah.
I was just telling Brian, I had a pad holder in Thailand, had me do that exact same combination. And you were moving kind of at an awkward angle, so that's why I asked you. Good improvisation.
Number two. Number three. I know. Knee elbows. Oh, fine. Yeah.
Third combo is. Executive plans number 1. Second.
Yes, sir.
That should take down 1.
Yes, sir. You want me to do it full drop?
Second.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get Cora and Josh out here.
You want to use your gloves?
Knee elbow combo 1. Second one.
Jump press it, crash. Pull down the elbows. Shoot that middle.
Third one.
Jump press it back over into the cross line.
History 1.
No, I'm sorry.
Second one. Take down 1.
Alright, so let's do even pledge.
Second.
You sure you're done?
Sign. All right. For Josh and Evelyn, we're moving into self-defense techniques. Cora and Evelyn, I want you guys to rotate back and forth. This is the last part before you guys spar. Okay. Incredible showcase so far. You guys have been rocking it out. Now just kind of be loose, kind of start moving around. You'll be sparring here in a minute, just be sure you're not cold from sitting down. But let's do our first self-defense technique.
So do you want her to go first and then I go, or?
That's fine if you guys get back and forth if you can. If you're not using, I know Ford's using a knife or something.
Like, do you want the first one or do you want all three?
You do each one about 3 times. Okay? I mean, so we can see it, but
First one we'll do. Okay, from the top. Now walk away. I can make it fall down every time, but. You're already tired. Go down. Oh, okay. I'm just grabbing you. My turn. Go back. Head up.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You ready to spar?
Yes, sir.
did it. Ready for Rimby.
Ready to see.
What?
I'm ready to see y'all.
Oh, well, I feel like it's a lot different at the beginning.
Yeah.
Got checked out.
I just want to point out one quick time that after showing more techniques than you guys.
That's
did.
13 rounds of sparring, 13 rounds of bowling. I don't know how
You're
to do
good
that.
at, right?
It's 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, the total
18
is 12.
to 18
Like
total.
18 total. I don't know.
You guys will be fine.
9 3-minute rounds. That's where I got the 3.
All right.
You knew you were
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respect.
We respect you.
I show you.
All right. I was just saying I'm going to stop and fight.
You
You're ready.
Ladies.
Mark.
Yes, it is.
Time. Good partner.
I think I was doing it sometimes with you. That's why I knew what I was doing. Yeah, I was having.
That's close.
Yeah. All right. I'm good. My glove slipped in that little hole.
Time.
We're up.
One more.
We're up. Yay.
What's up, Cora?
Take a breather.
Now, listen, we decided we're gonna give $1 for the first knockout, and $1 for the longest person
I like competitions. One time Brian told me I didn't have to spar anymore if I knocked a girl out. And then I did. I'm motivated by breaks.
I know, right?
All right, let's go.
Car. Last one. Seconds.
Nice. Like this.
Time. Get a drink, rest for a second, ready for break.
Better find rhythm in like the third round. I know, right? Move my head more. I don't think so. You got a blood blister? Huh? You got a blood blister? I do. Yeah, like, I haven't got one of those in so long, but yeah, right there. But I don't have it, it's not actually a blister yet, but only because I had a huge callus right there. But is it like this? It doesn't look like that, but I think that's where it's at. I think I should pop it. I don't know yet.
Actually, if you leave it, it'll feel better. I have big ones here. The one I let do its own thing healed immediately. The other one, constant issues with it.
I'll probably put a Band-Aid on because I'm not be at work.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it. We survived.
Yay.
They cut us some slack.
It was after my first boxing run, right after I held it for you. I was kind of like, yeah, I got kind of hot. Ever since I got corona, I used to not sweat a lot. Ever since I got the corona, I get hot and I sweat more. And a friend of mine, when we were in yoga, I don't sweat. Even in hot yoga, like I have to. She will when she has the heater right by me, my like shins will sweat and stuff. She's not a big sweater. Ever since COVID, I sweat a lot more. Another girl said the same thing too.
So it just affects your body differently.
Yeah, I think something about the heat, and I don't know. Good game.
Like I said, like right now at work, it's a hot spot. Like every day, you have a new person out. So I'm just like, get away from me,
Yeah.
sanitizing. It's a hot spot, and
Well, it's a factory, so it's like,
but yeah, but I think like what's going on is somebody brings it in, and then they don't protect themselves either, and they're just like,
everywhere, spreading it around.
it's like, well, thanks.
Josh, you'll be. Anybody who can help hold you guys that are.
What are we doing first? What are you afraid?
Oh, lead front kick, knee, arm strike, and fist.
I'll hold. I'm used to holding like the break better.
As you can either pull.
I can rotate around. We need one more set.
Front kick, knee, arm strike, and fist.
Get together, hands at your side, face the judges, bow. All right, you would.
My name is Josh Harrell. I will be breaking with a lead front kick, a knee, arm strike, and a hammer fist. See?
Let's double up our board. That'll be up.
I need a little bit.
So look on the outside like this, guys. No. You gotta get your palm heels. Yes. There you go. Make sure your elbows are locked out. If your elbows are bent, your arm will act like a shock absorber. Raise that, and there you go, right about like that. Make sure your elbows are locked out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get
two on every one.
Okay.
Hammer fist.
Go.
Getting there.
Finish.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Switch front kick, palm heel hammer. Switch front kick.
Yeah, whatever you-
Front kick.
Oh yeah, like that. Oh yeah, she did that too. Okay, let's do it. Let's can you stand for that? Okay.
Let's get two holders on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you want us to hold?
On heels.
I'll get behind it.
Now lock out your elbow.
It's just when it's on the knee, it's a little too low.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're
my
right.
fault.
Yeah, you're all
That
good.
was my fault. Hammer fist.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell we're very still.
This came in a board break. Instructor training.
Yeah, don't it like skidded down.
Good.
It's fun. I did switching. Switch. I did that.
Nice.
Mix it up.
Here's your 1 cent, space to go down.
Then we go with rear. Rear front kick. So I need to be. Yeah, you're right.
Get your, like you're in a front stance, then get your on the outside. Palm heel on the outside. Your top hand on the edge. Yes, ma'am, just like that.
Okay.
There you go, arms locked out.
So Abel. Yeah. Oh. Yep.
Heather. Front kick, hammer, palm. I'll get the palm. You guys get hurt.
You got the hammer. Yeah. There he is. And that's the final one.
Well, the first time I ran up to the front kick, my board told us weren't ready. They were like, and I was like, okay.
Hey guys, line up for me real quick.
Sir.
No, I'm gonna go home. Sit with my dogs. It's been a long day. Your cat.
Few comments on, and it's great for me to see, I was talking to Brian, the next time I come down for the instructor training, we're gonna dedicate half of it to, some board break procedures. Specifically too on, holding boards, how to set up the board breaks, so because the danger of a board flying back, I've seen over the course of my career, I've seen people have the board holders that had to go to the hospital because wood flew into their face and cut them. there's methods of holding so that the arm kind of helps act as a shield. I mean, you can't mitigate the risk 100%, but there's little things you can do. Also, making sure that you're in a good front stance, how to stand so that you're giving your partner the best opportunity. Y'all's technique on your board breaks was great. Obviously, everybody broke the boards. I thought that was fantastic. Enjoyed watching the sparring. It's honestly, y'all, this is a good, comprehensive test. You guys get to walk your dog, so to speak. The shadow sparring is legit. The walking through the different, stepping it up, boxing, kickboxing, blending in, elbow, knee work, a little bit of self-defense. One of the things I like to see in your self-defense is let the kickboxing come out in self-defense. So we did kickboxing, and then all of a sudden we jumped over to jiu-jitsu, then we came back into kickboxing. So understand how to use your kickboxing techniques for your self-defense. Does that make sense? And you're talking to a person that loves to cross-train, right? And so I love my Japanese jiu-jitsu. I love my Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And I get how to, but when I do Taekwondo, I can do Taekwondo style self-defense. Y'all did some awesome, elbow and knee work. Guys, it's brilliant self-defense, right? So, being able to incorporate that. Now, from some of the holds, I get it. Like, you're going to have to, but it'd be interesting to see, self-defense against the haymaker. Because you know what? That's a very common street attack. Self-defense against somebody reaching out and grabbing you. Well, as they go to reach out, parrying and elbowing, and kneeing, because people reach out and grab. So just food for thought, challenging going forward. I like to see basic self-defense techniques based on the art that you're doing at the time, and then it's cool to be eclectic, but I saw brilliant elbow work and brilliant knee work and great leg kicks, but then I didn't see almost any of that when you were doing your self-defense, and I'm like, guys, that should be your most instinctive self-defense stuff that you do. So thinking about that, I took the time to, I tried to write a few comments for each person, on especially doing the mitt work and the shadow boxing, just a few basic comments. And I know Brian did a great job comprehensively writing a bunch of stuff. So the sparring when you have limited space is always a challenge. I enjoyed seeing sparring. One of the things that I noticed almost across the board, though, was a little bit of a disconnect in your ability to close the gap. So what I mean by that is almost everybody started inside the gap when you did the focus mitt work. And we weren't, and then when you go to spar, nobody wants to just stand there and let you hit them. So all of a sudden you're walking into jabs, you're walking into kicks. That's a universal. Everybody wants to start inside the gap. So you really have to make yourself focus on staying a little bit further away from your pad holder and initiating. Now, that would be on offense. What about in defense? Well, in defense, your pad holder's coming to you, right? You're starting, I'm either weaving or I'm slipping or I'm checking or I'm catching. Well, that's a defensive combination. Your partner entered the gap to you. But I always want to start a boxing, whether I'm working the heavy bag, I'm working the focus mitts, I'm doing a partner drill, closing the gap and using my footwork is a critical concept. And yet we didn't do that at all. Like, I thought Cora, you and Evelyn, not bad, but Cora specific, you did a pretty good job, but you weren't moving your feet. You just were using your reach really well. You know what I mean? You kept your partner at the end of your punches, and you were getting full extension. And then Evelyn, for the most part, you were doing that. And then both you guys were smothering your punches a little bit. Not horrible, but we're already right there. It's like, I want to hit these pads. And you were inside the gap, and we even talked about that just a little bit. And look, I can go into any gym in the world. These are like unique comments, not like y'all are the only ones. I mean, everybody does that. So it's kind of like, and I've told lots of people think about that. Getting on your hooks as well as getting that elbow up. One thing I love about elbow and knee work is that it's like a subset of punching and kicking. So if I think of the circle, if my elbow can spin in a circle, right? That's a single radius. Punch is a double extending radius because I've got a circle here, right? So as my elbow is coming up, my hand is coming out. It's a double extending radius. Now, when I'm using my elbows, boom, boom, I've got that. When I throw my hook punch, though, every once in a while, I'm seeing people leaving this elbow down and doing this, and there's no weight behind that. Whereas if I lift that elbow and come around, whether I'm doing a thumb up hook or a palm down hook, and the range that my opponent is going to determine what kind of hook I throw. Some people, I'm not one of these, always throw this, always throw that. It's kind of like that, don't diaper, it depends. I've worked that in twice in one day. That is absolutely awesome. So my distancing is going to determine, but on either one, I've got to get that elbow up. And that's where your tie elbow and the elbow work that y'all are incorporating should honestly help your boxing. You can't throw a hard elbow without using good body dynamics. You can throw a punch without using good body dynamics because of the extending radius. So that's it. Your comments?
Guys, it's really nice to see you guys continue. Like, you three up here, it gets to a certain level, and it really does take a lot of self-motivation. It takes a lot of rededication. I know for you, Evelyn, it had to be difficult to, start your family like you wanted to, and then, come back.
She didn't want to. I didn't want to.
Right? But, you guys re-inspire me when I see you improve. It reinvigorates me to want to keep improving, And we're all in this together. And it's awesome seeing you guys put everything on display, to get a chance to provide you feedback on your progress, bring Mr. Dring in and give you feedback. I really appreciate him being here. But you guys just take care of it. And, I've tried to kind of start saying this differently. I'm not proud of you. I'm proud to be your coach. It's more like I feel grateful that you guys are on my team.
You're proud of you.
Right. Well, here's the thing.
You too, man.
You guys, here's the thing. I'm proud of all my friends. So it's like almost not special, right? It's how I think. I probably said that statement to more of my students since we've been doing this than any other thing. And it's just like, it's not a cookie cutter thing, like the emotion that goes into this and the feeling, right? It's just something it's special for me to be a part of, and I'm more grateful that you guys bring me in on, that you allow me to come in on the journey. So, really awesome. Proud of all of you.
One last thing I want to add in, guys, is that as a kickboxing instructor, I was the testing coordinator for the Joe Louis Fighting Systems when Joe's still alive and kind of oversees for the rank. Joe, the father of American kickboxing, and trained in Thailand. I mean, right before he died, one of the last things he did was make a movie in Thailand, and he studied a lot of Muay Thai. Dr. G, who was one of his, he was kind of a mentor to the association at the first kickboxing school in America, and did Burmese boxing, bando, left leg type of stuff. I've sat on the testing panel for Bill Wallace's organization and sat beside Bill on lots and lots of his kickboxing testings for years and years now. So on and I say that because to me lineage is important, and having that authenticity. And I want you to take to heart that what you guys just did it was as authentic and is as legit as any testing that I've had the pleasure to oversee or watch anywhere. You know, through Joe Lewis fighting, through Bill stuff. I mean, it was a nice, good, comprehensive. You got to demonstrate boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing on a lot of levels, and to me that's highly impressive. I'm very, very, I mean, I'm proud of you guys, what you're accomplishing, what you've set out. I've followed the growth, and but I love seeing what you do. I mean, from the camps, the clinics, the fights, the cornering, the private lessons, being around others. Most I've got to see you perform, and I was very impressed. I was bragging up on you to Brian, and it's a testament to leadership, to your training partners, to your other instructors. You don't develop up in a void. So congratulations to you guys. All right, without further ado.
Come on up here, Evan.
Congratulations. Oh, no, I can't let you have those tears without a hug.
That's some COVID for you.
I'll give you guys your box.
Oh, we have shirts too, but ours wasn't done.
We're up.
Looks so good. I mean, back-to-back weeks, I'm gonna call Kevin to get to be hanging out and seeing you perform.
Thank you.
Evelyn. Here. Woo.
So good to see you back on the mat. I'm proud of you. It's so awesome. Yes.
Last but not least. Right? Good job.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you. It's awesome, man.
Again, it takes a lot of hunger and appetite to keep doing this, keep coming back, like I was telling Coach. And I mean, I've made a lot of changes in the last year to be able to keep doing martial arts on the level I want to do them, to do less pain, less injury. And that's the kind of stuff I think that keeps people out. And like, I think that all of you get to a certain level, and it's more about like, hats off to the people that are still here, right? The people that stay, the people that are the rare few that will stick it out and rule through all the hardships come when you don't want to train. Like I've seen all of you be here when you're sick, tired, and didn't want to train. That's what I always like to say. And I mean, I've experienced it myself, and I see that in all of you. And again, that's just why I'm happy to be surrounded with people. You're all leaders here. You all help out. You're all an integral part of everything. So, thank you so much.
Hey, let's get a group picture.
Yeah.
We got right here.
Where? I'll grab,
Here, we'll get you four testers in the middle and Rick and I'll be sign. You guys.
Okay. Don't think I do that.
Oh, precious. Stop.
Yeah, hold your belt in front with your names.
Just wait for that.
I know, I'm sorry.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
It's all over. Yes, queen.
Ready?
2, 3.
You're nicer than I am.
It's good. It's awesome.
Work, guys.
So individual motion. Yeah. Or I just take it from your phone. Okay.
I know, we were talking about that. I think that's great.
Here, can you take, is that first one? Take one of us, yeah.
Just a couple of notes. I
You just-
think
I
otherwise,
know.
I'll don't stuff.
Sorry, I don't know what he did, but.
We can go over that.
Would you like a picture with Ryan and Green? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Really just one thing I was going to work
Hey, can you take a picture of,
on. So.
And then I want a picture real quick
We'll have
of that. Yeah.
What?
Good. Let's do this. Oh, wait, you're gonna shut those.
Come on,
Yeah, I got it. I'll send it. We got a group message going on. Good. Right, one more. Not that
Hey,
Not good.
I did.
You cried more when Kayla got hurt.
No problem.